Eleanor Grace Adventures is a British woman who on YouTube documents experiences in beautiful places. One of her hobbies is to travel the entire UK documenting everything. On May 21st of 2025, Eleanor was headed to a place she had never been to, Dartmoor. When Eleanor got to the place, she began to grab her hiking gear and start her journey.
We're off. Got my coffee. Where's my mic? Hang on. Okay. Shall I hold this? Shall I put this? Who knows? Beautiful grey evening in the middle of Dartmoor. I wanted to do an evening hike and I was looking on my All Trails app for somewhere really nice on Dartmoor. I also wanted to check out the area I'm in for the possibility of doing a wild camp on a tour somewhere.
As Eleanor traveled through the cloudy day, she started making her way to the old mining quarries.
People have said that it's a very unusual and cool looking place to go for a wild swim. You know me, right? If there's a very weird or cool or beautiful place for me to take a dip, I'm gonna do it. I've brought the stuff with me in my backpack to do that. It is meant to start raining at some point this evening, so to be honest, if it does, even better. Oh, this is a very cute little stream. This is lovely. Should we just go for it? I've got waterproof boots on. Hiya. I don't think that's it. I do think it's down there. I'm gonna check it out anyway. Yeah, it's over there.
As Eleanor kept walking through the lonely path with only her and a few sheep who kept running by, she finally made it to the water before she would begin to take a swim, before the rain would ruin her entire experience altogether.
You have got to be kidding me. What a hidden gem. It's quite eerie actually. Yeah, I don't... Hello? 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 We're being joined by sheep. I'm gonna have to move my bags just in case they try and eat it.
Around 5 minutes into the video, Eleanor starts talking about the weird creepy noise she could hear over the quarry and the aircraft inside the air, which was not uncommon due to the place being next to a military base 10 miles away. Eleanor starts to talk about the strange noises, but it sounded like heavy breathing. But she ended up cutting her swim short due to the strange voice coming from the water.
There's a really, really weird noise coming from up there. I don't know if someone's wild camping and pumping up something, because that's what I can hear. It sounds like that. Either that or it's extremely loud, heavy panting. God, I hope it's someone wild camping. Anyway, Dartmoor is like a military training base. They do a lot of training around here, basically.
Eleanor started to talk about the strange noise and realized she was no longer safe and figured it was best if she were to pack up her stuff and begin to leave. But as soon as she began to pack up, she would soon realize that she was lost.
Bye. Oh no, I forgot your name. I've got to climb up those rocks again and then I'm screwed because I have to put that video up. I don't know if I can get down here. Oh no, I can. Where's the car park? It's in the distance over there. No, how do I get down? Oh my God, I didn't even know that was there.
Eleanor soon realized that her original path was gone. Not only did she keep finding herself stepping into water pits that would swallow her entire body. After a long journey back, Eleanor finally found her way back to her car, and instead of staying any longer, she began to drive away before the night would get any darker. She ended up going to a family house, and the next morning, after a crazy experience she had, she ended up talking about it to her viewers.
Okay, so that's the stream. The car's underneath those trees. How do I get around this? I'm gonna have to go up here. Thank you. God, it's freezing. Dartmoor in itself, it's very vast, very big. There's a lot of beautiful places. There's a lot of ancient monuments. There's a lot of all that stuff going on. For the vast majority, it looks like this, okay? So there's a lot of tors and woodlands and forests and stuff like that thrown in, which is absolutely gorgeous too. In some places on Dartmoor, yes, it does feel a little bit eerie. And I don't know if it's because I was completely alone. Like, a part of me wishes I had someone with me so that I could ask them how they felt about it. But then again, I might not have got the same experience because, you know, when you're on your own, you're not distracted. You're just you there in the environment in the present moment. I do like to think there's an explanation for a lot of these things, but I'll be honest, that place was eerie as hell. And I don't know if it's because of the noises I heard or just the overall vibe itself, but even more so than the place where I actually swam, this place is where I felt it the most. I've never felt anything, actually, no, that's a lie. There's only one other place that I felt that before. And that's a place that I did a video in a few years ago called Kennel Vale. It felt like there were eyes on me, multiple eyes on me in that quarry last night. But I had no idea where they were. I kept looking behind me. That bit there with the sheep and the bit of ruin was so strong. Like, it was so strong. Towards the end, when I was on my way back, that's why I was saying, like, where's the car, where am I looking? And I couldn't wait to leave because it was even stronger when I went to leave. It was like, I don't want to be here. What I do find fascinating as well,
the scary part about this video is that Eleanor kept talking about how she felt like someone was watching her. Not long after she posted the video, and a person commented this: "Is it just me, or did I see a long shadow moving on top left of the hill? You can see it clearly if you zoom in and play the video. It could be some sort of video glitch as well. Stay safe." The question is, was Eleanor alone that day, or was someone watching her? An ancient demon, I would suppose. If anyone has ever had any experience like this, please share them in the comments. This next video was uploaded by a guy named Owen. From his channel, you can see that he explores abandoned places and documents experiences. But this one really stood out from the rest. On November 9th in 2024, Owen decided to try something different. And this decision he made could cost him his own life. As the day went on, Owen was ready to camp. And he was not far from his house. And Owen started to realize something was not right. As the day began to turn dark and night began to approach.
But I was walking just barely with my stuff and I heard a giant crash over there, over in that direction. It literally sounded like a tree falling over. I don't know what that was. I just really hope there's not people in this forest.
As you could probably feel the terror from this, Owen was not ready for what was about to happen later on. Not even a full night, and Owen hears a tree branch snapped. And then he goes on to show everyone his nice camping spot. And the sound of a gunshot comes from a distance inside the woods. Owen was shocked and terrified. This was Owen, first time ever camping alone, and then he hears a gunshot.
Got a nice lamp for when it gets dark. Let's turn it on, or if you want the yellow setting. In this pocket, we have some silverware for my dinner. We've got a knife just in case if a bear attacks me or something. And we have a can opener for my bean. I just sort of sticks now. I'm not even kidding. hoping that's just the wind. Just got done inflating, but I think the pump is low on batteries because as you can see, it's really squishy still. But once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's... Is that a gunshot? But once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's... Is that a gunshot? I literally think I just heard a gunshot. I don't know if that picked up on camera. I hope it did. Bro, I don't want this to be a scary video.
Even after hearing the gunshot, Owen was decided and determined to camp. He wanted to complete his challenge. So he began to eat a can of beans before he would call it a night. Not long after, Owen was woke up to the sound of someone outside of his tent.
Too far from home. But anyways, let's open my baked beans. This scares me. Every time I use a can opener, it goes wrong. So here we go. Alright, I think that's a good thing. I think I just twist it like this. Please don't go wrong. Alright, I think I got it. Yes. Look at that, guys. Alright, I'm gonna go back inside because there's mosquitoes actually, but I'll run the time lapse of me eating this. Alright guys, I finished my dinner, I brushed my teeth. I'm talking weird because I have my retainers in, but anyways, it is currently 9:20, so actually like exactly an hour since the last update. I'm probably gonna just chill out, maybe watch some YouTube videos and then go to bed. So I'm probably gonna put the camera away, but I'll see you guys in the morning. Guys, I just woke up. It's like 2 a.m. and I just heard footsteps outside of the tent. Literally woke me up, it was so loud. They went away though. I feel like I kind of want to go out and check, but I'm kind of scared too. I think we're going to go out and check. I might just walk around and look at the area. It is so dark out. See if they're on camera. It's so dark. Let me see if my phone flashlight's better. I think it's a little better.
Owen begins to investigate, but he does not find anything. He then begins to go back inside his tent and call it a night. But then soon the footsteps appear again.
Camera if anything else happens, but we'll see you guys tomorrow if not.
Despite everything, nothing was found. Olin pulled out his knife for protection, then began to look around his tent again. But there were no trace of anyone or anything. But despite this, Owen decided he was no longer safe, so he began to pack up and leave. He began to pack up and leave before something terrible would happen.
I literally heard footsteps come from that way and go all the way around my tent. I said hello and no response. That was really weird. It sounded like a human, so I am getting out of here. Making sure I'm not leaving anything valuable. I'm gonna put the camera away because I'm gonna bike out of here very fast.
Jody and Joe are YouTubers who document their travels in their van. Their van is their home, but also their way of transportation. What was supposed to be a beautiful night with stars ended up taking a haunting turn when they parked their van in an isolated spot.
It's 4 in the morning and I've just been woken up by some guy opening the back door. I've no idea if he drilled it and I was in a deep sleep. I open my eyes and there's a guy staring me in the face. I just shouted at the guy and said, "What the f***?" And he just calmly backed away and walked up the road and just disappeared like it was nothing. So dangerous. I'm sure I locked the door. I always lock the door. I shut the back door and locked it, but yeah, now I'm just up and looking out the window nervously.
The scary part about this video is that you are asleep and someone breaks into your van. And the other scary part is that you thought you locked the van as well. The disturbing part about this video and this encounter is that the man just walked up the street and disappeared into the night like nothing just happened.
The burglar, we wanted to double check that we know how to lock everything properly. The only way the guy could have got in is either if he picked the lock or if Joe didn't lock it properly.
We're starting to think that the guy didn't break into the door and maybe it's not locking properly. We're going to do a test run, lock up, and Jodie's going to be the intruder.
That should lock the van, but I don't think it is.
It still makes the sound, but it doesn't turn red. So let's try locking it.
This is how we got in. We didn't lock it properly.
But I pressed lock.
I think it needs to reset the system. So I think you press the button once and it resets it all to unlocked, and then you press it again to get the red light.
Open the door. Try the back door.
The conclusion was Joe did not lock the van properly. But that still does not change the fact that someone tried to break into the van, and the man's intentions are unclear till this day. After this encounter, they figured they would install bolt locks so the van could be more secured than it used to be. But the reality is, this just lets us know that even in a van, when you think you are safe, you are never safe. And in a van, you are actually less safe than you realize. After that night, nothing happened again. This would only be the encounter I would hear about. But still, that does not erase the reality of what happened that night, of what the guy's intentions were at 4 a.m.
Like a van has installed a deadbolt.
This video comes from a YouTuber named Work Less, Enjoy Life More, which shows us a guy named Larry who works less than a full-time job just to pay his bill, who ended up selling his business to make all of this possible.
This is Work Less, Enjoy Life More. If you're new to the channel, this is a channel more or less about working less so you can enjoy life more, hence the name. I used to have my own businesses. I worked a lot. Felt like even on my days off, they weren't days off. I decided to sell everything, kind of let the businesses go, and now I work what I would consider less than part-time, and it pays my bills. Now that I don't have a huge house and huge utilities and properties to maintain and all that good stuff, life's a lot easier, a lot less stress, a lot less anxiety, and I get to hang out and sleep in places like this that people only wait for weekends to go do on rare occasions, sometimes not at all. So I consider myself very lucky to be out here in this beautiful, picturesque area. I don't know. Anyways, you're probably tired of me here and explaining blah, but yeah, so grab a coffee, grab a beer, whatever you got, kick your feet up in the recliner and hang out with me tonight while we camp. And
Larry describes his camping as peaceful, a place where most people never get to go to unless you are on vacation in the Bahamas.
well, maybe not really, but I'm sure it's not 100% healthy for you, but I actually kind of like it, and it sounds pretty good.
The feeling of being alone is very strange. You only get this feeling once in a blue moon. Camping alone can be fun sometimes, but there are all those occasions that make you doubt the feeling of camping alone. Larry starts to drive around and show us nobody was around him. The question still brings us is who was walking outside of Larry's van? I guess we will never know. In this next video, you can see a guy is rescuing a goose, but something strange happens. I'll let you take a look.
Here now. Come on, little girl. Hey. Oh, you're a mean little girl. No call him being nasty.
As you can see, it took a wild turn. The goose then started to attack the men. Why? I'm not sure. The video goes on for a couple minutes and it's just the guy telling the goose to leave me alone. The guy then finally gets away, but this lets you know that when you rescue an animal, you should always be careful because you never know if they will return on you. This next video that we're going to watch is a guy named Welcome to the Woods UK. As you can see, he has a pretty big following. You know, he uploads videos on the woods and encounters and things that most people would be afraid to even do. But this video I'm about to show you takes a deep turn. Here, I'll let you watch it for yourself.
I don't know if you'll be able to hear, but there's definitely someone out there. Fuck's sakes. 2 seconds. Hello? I'll be honest with you, I feel like going. That might be exactly what I do. Seeing that the break of daylight was only an hour and a half away, I did decide to pack up and get going quite early. There was nothing more that happened that trip. I must admit, I was more concerned that someone was walking around injured or out.
The scary part about this video is that you would think that there is nothing ordinary. There's nothing there, right? You think that, well, he did his looking, he did his search, and nothing was found. But I'm about to show you something very strange, and I want you to tell me in the comments, what do you think? Is it a skinwalker, a person, an animal, or a sort of creature? Let me know.
There's plenty of traffic coming through there. Plenty of things that should be there. Foxes, badgers, squirrels, game birds. I'm on the camera one night when I was sitting in bed. I had a notification, it pinged on. And then all there was this funny little orb looking thing up to the middle left hand side. Thursday morning at 4:12 AM, this figure comes into view. Almost looks like it's trying to pull something down from a branch above, acting in a peculiar manner. Then
I can probably tell what you are thinking. Is it Bigfoot? Or is it a bear? Or is it an animal of some sort? You see, the scary part about this video is that no one knows what this creature, what it is. We hear, shears, we hear shrieks, we hear cries, we hear sounds in the woods, and keep in mind, he's alone. And then you look on your camera 2 days after and you see this. What do you think it is? Let me know in the comments. From what I've seen about this video, there's no explanation of what this creature might be or what this thing might be, but from what I am seeing, it doesn't seem friendly. This next video we're about to watch is a guy who uploads it for TikTok. As you can see, there is a footage of a woman just sitting there. There's partying and loud people talking, so this video will catch you by surprise. I will let you take a look. From first glance, you think maybe it's a setup, right? But there's no concrete evidence that shows it might be a setup. The scariest part is that no one heard this. Was this because people were out partying and had music too loud? Or was it something sinister? But if you take a look at the video, the balloon does something strange when she walks away. I'll let you take a look. As you can see, the balloon is going side to side as if it were possessed. I don't know about you, but if I'm at home watching TV and a balloon knocks over my drink, I think it's time to get a new apartment or even a new house. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a setup, or do you think it's something sinister going on in this house? All parents want the best for their children, whether that's getting great grades in school or getting a better job. You never want to see anything disturbing or anything that could make your child feel like they are in danger. This video was uploaded by a person named Misty, and this video showcases a baby monitor showcasing a person who, or a figure, or some sort of entity that is in the room with the baby. I'll let you take a look.
Oh my god. So I've been recording the baby monitor anytime the sound or the motion detection goes off so that I can show my husband because he's on the road and I wanted to send him all this crazy shit that's been going on. Watch this video and tell me what you see. I literally ran up there so fast. There's nothing in her room. I brought her downstairs. This motion and sound detectors are still going on. I'm freaking out right now.
As you could probably tell, anyone or any parent would be terrified if they were to see this figure or dark shadow inside their baby's room. She recorded this because she wanted to show her husband what is going on when he is on the road. Here is another clip. In this video, she will go upstairs to the baby's room and show you that this is not a prank. This is something disturbing, and this is something that is serious. I'll let you take a look.
Again, up into this room. So this is the attic that's in between the rooms that I was talking about that's cracked. It's been that way for a while, so it's not something that I'm overly concerned about, but y'all have got me freaking out in the comments. Real quick. This is the bunk bed. This is where I took her out of her crib, ran up the bunk bed. There was nothing up there when I came. We have her rocking chair, her changing station, her closet with all of the stuff that we still need to put up. This is where I have everything that was gifted. I know a lot of y'all were saying check stuff that came from a thrift store or that wasn't yours because it might be causing it. I will show you guys up here. There's nothing suspicious. There's no hair from like a rat or something that could have came in. This is marker. These are still tucked in on the sides, like they're still tight from, you know, if somebody was trying to be underneath the blankets. I don't think that's plausible, so I don't know. I have no idea what could be causing it. Oh my god, it's rocking. Fuck.
As you can see, the video ends right there. It is a video of the chair rocking on its own. I know what most of you are thinking because I was thinking the same thing. Could this be a hoax? Could this be a setup? Could this be someone playing jokes just to get views on the internet? And that is entirely possible. At the end of the day, this was recorded on a baby monitor, so it is pretty easy to fake. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you think there's something sinister going on, or do you think this is all just a prank? This video I'm about to show you was posted by Mac Callan Horror Night. It's a haunted place in Texas, and from this video you can see there's no harm done, right? But as you can see, there is an employee who is closing up for the night, and what I'm about to show you will scare you. As you can probably tell, anyone in the right shoes, anyone in her shoes exactly, would have been terrified. Many people say this might be a mannequin that is possessed, or it might be a mannequin that is electronic only. But no one knows. No one has said anything. No one has let us know the actual truth. So what do you guys think? Do you think this mannequin is possessed? Or is this just their haunted house experience, make them get views and go viral? This video was uploaded by a Reddit user of the name of SoggieGate821. As you can see, it has a picture of a trampoline, and it is a video footage. Now, the thing that makes this video stand out is that the alarm goes off after it sees a spirit. I'll let you take a look. What makes this video stand out is that if it were a ghost or some like human, doing this on purpose, why is there no shadow? And how does it make the alarm go off just out of the random blue? There's many comments saying you should find a new house. You should get Ghostbusters involved. And honestly, they are kind of funny comments, but if this is not a prank, then this is something serious. Imagine if your kids were outside at dark, on the trampoline, and they saw this. What would happen then? It wouldn't be all jokes and, fun then. It would be something serious. Anyways, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a prank, or do you think this is a ghost and the spirit is talking to them, saying, let me in, or some other sort?